What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Berk, aka Dansquay, and welcome back to more from this commentary playthrough of NieR Replicant. We are deep into the second playthrough of the second half of the game. And one of the main things I wanted to do before getting to the ending...
This is the last of them.
Cool.
Now we can find the Shadow Lord. And Yona.
We certainly can.
Hold on, Yona. I'm almost there.
Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, story-wise we've got to the end again, basically. We just need to go to the Shadow Lord's castle and do all of that stuff. But one of the main things that I needed to do for the second half of the game was a bunch of quests. So, A Bridge in Peril is one of the ones that I need to do anyway. It's one of the ones that was given to me in the guide as a recommended one. Some of these have weapons attached to them, and of course getting all of the weapons is another thing I need to do before completing Ending B. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. It's not going to be story based, we're going to be doing some side quests. So let's see what the game has to offer for these. One thing I actually forgot to do, I've literally got to reload the save, is switch it back to hard mode, because I can't do it in game. I have to go back to the title screen, switch it to hard mode, and then come back. Because for any battles in this one, I want to do it in hard mode.
You know, I've been thinking. Why was a shade hanging out with a machine?
It appeared the creature was actually issuing orders to that mechanical minion.
Do you think the shade had a reason for what it did?
Actually...
Look, it doesn't matter what a Shade is or isn't thinking. All that matters is that we kill every last one of them.
Yeah, it kind of does though.
Right. Sure. The idea of a Shade trying to protect a robot is goddamn absurd. Still, you guys should be careful.
What do you mean?
If the Shade inside me ever takes over, I'm probably going to attack you.
That's not gonna happen. You are no Shade.
The lad is correct. You are many things, hussy, but a shade is not one of them. Shades, for example, do not come equipped with such foul and scurrilous mouths.
How about I cram your face up your own asshole, Book?
Don't worry, Kaine. If your shade ever takes over, I'll stop you.
You will you? Thanks, Emil.
Damn straight we will. I mean, obviously, one of the things I've always thought about when it comes to the endings, I don't know what they are, I've never looked into them, and thankfully I haven't been spoiled, but is one of the endings having to kill Kaine, of course, is one of the things I've been thinking. Like, she gets completely taken over by the Shade, and we have absolutely no choice but to kill her. So that's something I've obviously thought about, and I'm sure it's something that many of you guys would, while either watching or playing yourselves as well. So we'll see how that turns out. I guess I will return to the village and put another save in so I don't have to see this stuff again. And then I'll have to reload that save. I don't know why, like, is it really that difficult to implement a difficulty change within the game's menu itself? I mean, especially given that they have it in Automata, like, programming-wise, is it really that tough? I guess it is. Some games are weird like that. Sometimes you can change difficulty on the fly, and sometimes you have to go to the title menu. I'm always a fan of being able to change it on the fly, but I think we've got another cutscene here.
What is it?
So, we can finally save Yona now, huh?
It would appear that way. What is it, lad? You've quite the pensive look on your face.
Listen, I need your advice. It's about Kaine and Emil. This upcoming fight with the Shadow Lord is gonna be rough. And while I'd do anything for Yona, I'm not sure it's fair to drag the two of them into this.
Are you truly worried about such a thing now, after all our merry little band has been through?
Hey, the fuck's this hot garbage you've been spewing?
Someone's been eavesdropping, eh?
Kaine, Emil, look, I just...
Wanted to leave us behind? Why, so we'd be safe? Fuck that.
Kaine's right. You accepted me. You told me we'd be together no matter what happens. Now it's time for us to return the favor.
Don't make me start talking about loyalty and debts and all that. You know I hate mushy shit.
But...
If it makes you feel better, we're not doing it for free. After we rescue Yona, we're totally gonna call in a favor of our own. We're going on a journey to cure Kaine's possession and restore my body. It's gonna be tons of fun. Just think of all the delicious local foods we can try along the way.
I'm gonna eat way more than my fair share, so you better get ready to pony up.
Thanks, you two. We're gonna rescue Yona. I swear it.
For me, those kind of moments are when this game really shines. Just getting to have those guys interacting with each other with their different styles and personalities. You gotta love it.
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be. It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But...
I don't care if it's a trap. Yona's waiting for me and I'm going.
I see.
Okay, so let me quickly reload so I can switch it back to hard mode and then we'll carry on. So either I'm missing something, but I'm pretty certain you can't change it here. Very strange. One thing though, it says the hardest difficulty setting. That kind of worries me a bit. Is there not a very hard when you complete the game, I wonder? Like when you get all the endings? If so, that's another misstep, I think. Surely the devs must have known that compared to Automata, this game is definitely easier. So not giving us a very hard mode doesn't seem a great idea. I mean, especially for this more like, you know, high-paced, hack-and-slashy kind of game, I think there's always going to be a portion of players, like a good percentage of players, that are going to want to tackle the more difficult side of it too, rather than just sort of win to progress with the story. So it'd be a little bit of a strange omission, I think, if it's missing a very hard mode. Okay, now then, which one do we begin with? I guess since it's already ongoing, let's try and tackle A Bridge in Peril first. So based on what the guide says, they don't give a specific, like, it always appears at this situation. I think it's one of those you have to keep kind of leaving and entering until it spawns, so I'm sure it won't take long. Yeah, we've got pretty much everything, so let's go. I hope it's not the same generic, like, big shade that we've already fought 2 or 3 times. It'd be nice if it was something a bit different. I do think the shade variety has been a bit lacking. That's one of the reasons why I was happy about the shipwreck one, like the giant shade, the Louise shade that we fought there. It added some much needed variety as well. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if it's not here, then we probably have to get out of here, come back in and wait for it to be a cloudy spawn, and it most likely appears then, I would say. Just look at how many of them there are. So it's going to be a little bit back and forth, but we'll get there. At least we're on PS5, so the loading times are definitely quicker. It is funny though, even with PS5 it still takes like 6-7 seconds, despite the absolutely blazing fast SSDs. I've already forgotten how long it took on the... I already don't remember how long it took on the PS4. It was like quadruple this. Right, so we've got cloudy weather now, let's see if it spawns. If it doesn't, I'll take another look and maybe check a guide just to see if there's anything I can do. Or there's some sort of specific situation that makes it spawn. Or maybe this isn't the bridge it's talking about, it's talking about that bridge. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not here. taken up residence near the bridge in the northern plains. However, it seems the shade isn't always there. I mean, I've been here when it's sunny and when it's not. So either there's a specific region of it that it appears in and you have to run to that particular bit. Wow, I still took the hit. Oh wow, look at that. You see those green... Is that where it is? Who's fighting there? I mean, it's not... Look at that. Whoa, I think that might be the shade. Because, I mean, what is firing those green beams? Very interesting. Is this the one? Or is this just a higher level... Weird, what? Yeah, I don't think that's it. We don't have a health bar or anything, so I don't think it's that. I'm probably going to look this one up to find where this shade is and how it appears. Oh wow, I was going to say it. I doubt they climb up there. I was wrong. This is the last place I'll check. I do admire how relentless they are, though. They just... And I forgot in hard mode, of course, these things just do not die. And they follow you here, and then you're screwed. Look at this. It's like imbued them with something. That's also interesting. Yeah, this is an absolute worst place to fight these guys. You'll get boxed in and taken out pretty swiftly. And the animation is so slow, you can only take out one at a time doing that. This is the only thing you can really do here. And you still get hit. There's no... Because they don't really stagger much. But yeah, they're definitely like infusing them with something, which is really interesting. I don't remember that happening before. But even with this, by the time you jump up again, you take a hit. They also get up too quickly once they're on the floor. I said it from the start though, these armored little shits, they're literally the hardest enemy in the game. 100%. I haven't changed my stance on that. Because they don't really get affected by magic, you can't break their armor much. When they're on the ground, they're not staggered for very long. They're hard to interrupt. You see that? Look, I'm running around mashing circle and I can only get one at a time. I'm not saying they can't be beaten or they're too difficult, but it's just like, in relative terms, I've always been baffled by how tough they are. It hasn't made sense to me compared to the other enemies. And that'll always be the case. It's literally taken me over 5 minutes to take out a mob, and there's still a few left. You see what I mean? Like, I'm spinning around with a giant, like, big sword and they just don't care. You see that? No staggering. No nothing. Very, very strange. too much. So you're forced to just cheese it like this. It really is the best way to deal with these. But you saw what an absolute slog it was. So yeah, I'm going to look this one up. Because I don't know where this stupid thing spawns. Yeah, I mean, there is literally no... look at this guy, he's trying to... Fuck off. Yeah, it doesn't give you anything specific about it. It just says keep trying. So I think next time I'm just going to get on a boar and just run through and see if it appears again. If anything, the big shade probably isn't too big a deal. It's going to be the 20 minions around it. But those guys are fairly new, at least. I didn't see too many of those before. So it's a little bit of annoying back and forth, but that kind of, in terms of the annoying part of the game, that sums it up pretty well. Annoying back and forth. It's one of the worst parts of the game. It's not the most efficient game I've ever seen. And like I say, unfortunately, this quest just does not play well with the loading screens. So like on PS4, I'd genuinely be annoyed to do this because I'd probably spend like 3 minutes just in loading screens going back and forth until it spawned. Even on PS5 so far, it's taken me a while to get it to potentially trigger. Oh, for fuck's sake. But you get 30,000, which is like the cost of a weapon, so it's worth doing. Okay, there we go.
I've never seen a shade this large around here.
Be careful. This is a formidable foe.
Right, what we'll do first is switch to this. Oof. I'm trying to take these ones out fast. Yeah. But I do get hurt quite badly, so I've got to watch out.
Something appears to be amiss with these creatures.
Well, yeah, they're shades.
That is not what I meant. How to explain it?
You think about it while I kill him.
I think you're kind of invincible when you deliver a finisher move, as you can see. So I'm trying to take advantage of that as well. Yeah, because they produce a lot of beams, so I need to take them out. Okay, now I can focus on you, big guy. The game doesn't give you a lot of magic stuff, does it? Look at these. I've got 10 strength capsules, but barely any of that. Okay, well he's not taking a ton of damage on hard mode from that, which is a good sign. Yeah, very little damage indeed. Let's see. Let's put a Dark Lance on. Yeah, it's just very resilient. The others are distracting him as well, which is helpful. But yeah, it's going to take a while. I think I'm better off just strength capsuling here. And taking the odd hit. Whoops, that was a mistake. Cursor memory. That's what I wanted. I kinda got a whooping. I guess we've got to keep going until there's like a breaking of its armor. It's definitely very well armored, I'll give it that. Come on man, go for a swing. Okay, fine. If you don't, I will. Yeah, so I don't mind the odd hit here and there. But not even halfway yet. It's definitely tanky. That's one thing I will give it. Ah. That's okay. Just wondering if something's going to change once we get below half. Yeah, it's starting to do the multiple swings now. So we're wearing it down. It's not the quickest ever, but I don't mind using more strength capsules. This is, I think, one of the more like big battle-based ones, so yeah, that's the second time I've used one by accident. Yeah, it's one of these, because it's been quite repetitive, I'm just trying to get to the end. Let me test another one, let's just see if there's any movement at all. Yeah, I don't think there is. Are there any defense drops? Yeah, why not? Let's use some Dragoon Lance. Yeesh. It's more because I'm just trying to be attacking here and finish this a bit more quickly if possible, instead of working hard to like evade every single attack perfectly and shit. But the damage is very little with this Dragoon Lance. It's like it looks nice and flashy, but I don't think it's helping that much. This still deals more damage. Notably more damage. I have actually, it's so tanky that I've run out of healing stuff now, almost. I'm just going to do plenty of these at this stage. Just keep going behind it and boom. You can't really keep up with that. Yeah. I mean, this is one of the cheesiest ways to do it, I think. Yeah, you get hit now and then, but who cares? Alright, come on now. There you go. Martial arts, physical defense plus 8, weapon / magic weaken. You obtain the one-handed sword Labyrinth's Whisper. So this is one of the reasons that we needed to do this quest. So that's perfect.
Stupid trash getting in our way.
It's hard to imagine a shade being here. It's almost like it was waiting for us. It can't be that intelligent.
Oh, really now? Can you truly say so with all confidence? The tactics of the Shades grow more intricate with each passing year. It would not surprise me to see them setting elaborate traps for us before long.
We'd better wipe them out before they get too smart.
In any case, we won't be able to live in peace until we take out the Shadow Lord.
Definitely a very tanky boss, though. The most tanky thing we've encountered for a while. I was surprised. I mean, even though my Phoenix Sword has been upgraded a bit, and I use strength capsules and stuff, it still took a very long time. Especially since magic doesn't really work. Yeah, I've got to remember who to go to here. Well, at this stage, I'm not actually sure. So I'll just start talking to some people and trigger off some more quests in the meantime.
Say, are you available to discuss a certain sensitive matter?
Like I say, I won't be doing
What
all
is
of
it?
these.
People are saying a shade has managed to enter our village. I was hoping you could track it down.
Search for the shade. This isn't one on my list, but I'll consider it.
This isn't a very big place. Wouldn't we have seen it by now?
I had my own doubts at first, but there have been too many witnesses for me to ignore this matter any longer.
Very well. Let me just quickly check who the Bridge in Peril is even from.
I saw a really scary monster.
She saw it too?
Apparently. I can't say for sure who's seen it or not.
I saw the monster right around here.
You did, huh? Can you tell me what the monster looked like?
It was over at the river, and it was huge and scary. I didn't like it.
Over by the river, huh? Let's go take a look.
The foul tendrils of the Shades have finally extended into this village.
Fine. Then we find him and kill him.
Will it be that easy? I wonder.
What do you mean?
Would you be able to simply slaughter the people you lived amongst for so many years? Would you truly murder friends if you suspected them of being Shades?
I wouldn't have a choice. Jonas not coming back to a village full of those things.
When the time comes, I pray you can follow through.
Yeah, I guess the side quests do help to build some more of that side of things as well. So I had a look at my guide and it said there's a guard by the north gate. They're the one that gives you the quest, so let's head back. Is it this guy or the one literally by the gate?
We killed the Shade at the bridge.
My daughter is dead. She passed while you were gone.
Of course.
Here, take this money. I won't be needing it anymore.
Yay, 30,000 gold. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's been too many. Oh, this person's dead. Honestly, at this stage, I don't care. We've seen far too much tragedy at this point, especially from the people we care about the most. That some random NPC's daughter dying at this stage is just like, yeah, whatever. We just want our money. We've been desensitized to death, and I'm sure that's exactly what he wanted.